the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. You're very welcome to the Brendan Option, coming to you courtesy of Immaculata Productions. My name is Father Brendan Kilcoyne. If you like this, would you please hit the subscribe button? I just want to make a point here. I just discovered lately that 55% of our viewers are not subscribed. Now, yeah, I would regard that, as a little bit much. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised that you'd have 10, 15, even 20% of miserable blanks who would take advantage of my outrageous wisdom and then not subscribe. Okay? But 55%, I think you're taking the proverbial. A young priest brought to my attention lately an article on the Her Family website. Interesting article, not especially profound, not especially original, but still interesting. They come up every so often. And the article is by, I think, Kat O'Connor, and she's talking about Holy Communion. She's talking about First Communions, confirmations and the like, okay, in Catholic schools. What I was struck by, I would say, the conventional sort of anti-Catholicism of the article. There's nothing particularly interesting about its anti-Catholicism. It's sort of the anti-Catholic equivalent of lift music, or supermarket music. It's pretty much what we've come to expect. So the Balkatzer informs us that she attended an all-girls Catholic school, so religion had huge power over every aspect of my school life. We studied religion as a subject, attended mass, and a prayer was said over the intercom every day. Jeepers, you catch you poor devil. Okay? A prayer over the intercom every day. Okay, and you'd religion class. In my experience, religion class is practically meaningless right across the country. But fine, obviously, you attended some uber-Catholic establishment. I don't know what age you are, Catty. Don't know what age you are, but if you're even my age, and I'm 62, okay, you didn't attend a school where religion had huge power over every aspect of your school life. Religion hasn't had that kind of power, I would say, for some 70 years. Yeah? I not since the 60s, maybe. Okay? Now, so just, I attended down the line strict Catholic school, and religion had very limited power in the school. Yeah? So I'm just saying that for a start. But I know this makes you sound tremendously Edna O'Brienish. Okay? Very, very, I was there, I was back in the, the good old religious Vietnam. I suffered. I was there out in the jungle being chased by feral Viet Cong priests. Okay? Anyway. And here you're quoting a parent. This parent is one Roisin Kelly. And she tells you, she explains to you why, although she is non-religious, her word, and has really very little time for the Catholic Church, she has her sons at a Catholic school. But hold on, it's okay, because she's her sons in a Catholic school because they're non-fee paying local schools funded by the state and parental fundraising. Roisin Astor. Okay, there's nothing stopping you from starting a secular school, which will be, where are we again? Non-fee paying, local, funded by the state and parental fundraising. Okay, because you go on to make a point which is so simple-minded that it's embarrassing. Wait till this. This is priceless. It's immortal. You have to listen to this. I'm not particularly crazy about the Catholic Church and its horrific history. There's 2,000 years of history. There's 2,000 years. It's an organisation which has shaped Western civilization. And its horrific history, especially with children, the mum shared. Woo! Jeepers, we're really talking Jean-Paul Sartre here. My God, with all these leading intellectuals prowling the countryside, what chance does the poor old church have at all? It's got an horrific history, Roisin. An horrific history, especially with children. And you sent your 2 sons to it. Okay? This is an horrific history, especially with children. And are you appalled? Are you astounded? Are you horrified? Are you terrified? I'm not particularly crazy. Do you know something? I have a few slight misgivings about the Nazi party. I'm slightly worried about the mafia. Joseph Stalin, I wouldn't be gone on him. You know? I'm not particularly... honest to God, there are times I'm glad that I'm getting old because I won't be around to see the kind of culture that this sort of thinking produces in the long term. Okay? I won't. I'll be in purgatory and no doubt, oh, jeepers tonight, maybe I'll just be listening to this for 400 years in purgatory just to teach me a lesson. Okay? I'll be listening to vacuous comments like, I'm not particularly crazy about an organisation with an horrific history, especially with children. But I send my 2 sons to it. Okay? Because it's Catholic only in ethos. Oh no, my local school is run by the Nazi party. Okay, but I send my kids to it because, hey, it's Nazi only in ethos. Okay, the Nazis don't make the sandwiches in the canteen as well. Okay, great sandwiches, by the way. You know? No. What is this? What is this? Okay, I'll tell you why you have your kids in the local Catholic school. Okay? I'll tell you why your kids are there. Your kids are there because, like most Catholic schools, it's a bloody good school. That's the first reason you have your 2 sons in this house of horrors. Okay? In this Bates Motel. Yeah? That's why they're there. Because it's a damn good school like most of our schools. Okay? And from what I hear, it's probably a damn better school than a lot of the secular schools that have developed lately, which are having their problems. Ooh. Yeah? So your 2 sons are down there in the local fascist academy. Right? But it's fascist only in ethos. Okay? Yeah, only in ethos. We don't need to worry. I have bad news for you, Roshin. I have bad news for you. The church almost certainly probably owns that school as well. We own the schools, as in possession is 9/10 of the law, as in own, as in title. We own the schools. So not only did you send your sons to a veritable nightmare of a school in which is Catholic only in ethos, therefore restricted nightmare. No. The nightmare actually owns the school. Okay, so the Nazis control the ethos and own the school. You're happy about that? I think we both know what's going on there. I think you have your sons in the school because it's a very good school, and I think you're cute enough to know that the church has really very little pull in the schools now, in its own schools. So you're benefiting from that. Yeah? Okay. Let me give a word of advice here to Roshin, to Kat, and to all the Roshins and Cats out there. Have a bit of integrity, huh? A bit of integrity, all right? Take little Marmaduke and Nigel out of the school, okay? Take them out of the school and send them to somewhere more wholesome that doesn't have an atrocious history, an horrific history, okay? What is this? The Genghis Khan Memorial Primary School, okay? Take them out of the school, which is Catholic only in ethos, and put them into a secular ethos school. That's my suggestion to you. Now, the strange thing is that in spite of this outrageous hypocrisy, and generally fairly shallow and empty-headed analysis, in spite of that, I agree with the main thrust of the article, which is that we need to be taking First Communion confirmation out of the schools. Okay? I would take them out of the schools. I would, as a Catholic parish priest. I would. Why? I would because we have lost. Because we have lost. And because we're being taken for fools, and we're still stuck in running schools that we in fact no longer control. Yeah? That's why we're stuck with all these Roisin's and all their kids, okay, all their non-believing kids in our schools. That's why we've lost our schools. That's why I take them out. Here at the end, Kat gives the opinion that if we were to do this, we'd soon see the numbers fall substantially. Really? Really, Katzer? The numbers would fall substantially? Is that like a promise? Put that in writing, perhaps? I would love to see the numbers fall substantially. I'd love to see them go down through the floor. I'd love to see us down to the handful of believers that are in any of these places. There's the one thing we agree on, although we've reached it by very different means. No. I think it's time. I've said this before. I've said it several times for all the heed that is ever placed on me. Okay? It is time for us to do something definitive and dramatic in terms of the schools. Yeah? I've said this 100 times. That way we can help a whole load of people to become honest, which they clearly aren't. Okay? Or they wouldn't have their kids in these schools. We can help a whole load of people to become honest, and we can get back our integrity. And we can actually provide a Catholic education in which, I can't remember the quotation now, and it's not hardly worth remembering very accurately, in which religion controls every aspect of the school. Ooh, I wish. Okay? I wish. Whew, that felt good. Damn it, I tell you, I feel young. I'm feeling the years are peeling off me. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Roisin. Okay, fair play. God bless. It can't come soon enough.